Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me here tonight. Tonight, we're going to be playing a little bit of Dragon Age the Veilguard. Originally, we were going to play Stalker 2, but having seen the reviews come out for that game, even with it being in Game Pass, I have decided against it. It might make for good like rage bait content, getting pissed off at the game, but I'm really just looking to have a good time. So hopefully we can do that here with Dragon Age. I've skipped the intro cutscene in the character creator. I've created a character here, and we're gonna go ahead and start this off. What am I hearing? All right. So let's go ahead then, and we will get started with the game. Really find out if it's that bad.
Where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Minrathous, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf
I
in a
should
city
preface
this big,
that I've only ever played one of the Dragon Age games, and that was
so
Dragon
naturally,
Age Origins,
our
and at this
story
point that was so
begins
long ago
where
that I
our
really
great
don't
stories
remember
begin.
anything from it. I don't even think I had
The
finished
city's
it back
bar
then.
in town.
So
And
I'm
the
essentially
distant
kind of, I
contact.
think maybe what this game is targeting with somebody that's kind of new to the franchise. So we're gonna, I guess, can start it off here.
Let's try this again. Where's Nevgallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Hey there, Death Trooper.
Nevgallus is my only shot at
Yeah,
finding
well,
the Dreadwolf.
we'll see if anyone else
I'm not
joins in the
leaving till
watch.
I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable.
I tried to model him after Link as best I could without him looking kind of ridiculous.
Not enough gold in the world for this.
Tarek, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
What is that arrow supposed to be in her shirt? Because it wasn't. That's funny. Like she's not. It's not in her shoulder. It's not in her coat.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks.
Jeez.
Your friend Nevgallus.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we're all
He's
getting
at
old.
Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
Whatever works.
It got us Nev's location. Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right, break's over.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the very first few minutes, Death Trooper. I did have plans to stream Stalker 2, but reviews came out on that, and it's not good. I'm sure that would have made good for maybe an angry rage bait stream with how bad it is, but I'm just trying to relax here.
We be in more of a hurry to get out of here.
Yes, I believe this is performance. I can check. I'm pretty sure it's performance mode. Yeah. Why is there some
Just
lag
get
on
out
the
of here
stream?
nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
Hey there, bot. Oh, I guess Stalker 2's really buggy and has a lot of like frame rate and
Still think
technical
you can
problems
talk him down
running.
before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down
Hey,
the
hey.
veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
I guess I was supposed to stop and stand there.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
Yeah, I have another game save file where I'm playing as a warrior on this, and I'm probably about 10 hours in. And honestly, this isn't like, I don't know. I haven't made it to all the personal like politics stuff that they have in the game.
The ritual started.
But what I have played,
Still stop Solus before it
it's
finishes.
not
Let's go.
it's not terrible. It's not like super great, but
Then Nev will get us to Solus.
I mean, it's certainly not as bad gameplay-wise as I think other people have made it out to be.
Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
When the veil comes down completely,
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
Let's see, I might end up shrinking myself here on the camera a little bit. Bring my size down a little bit. There we go. Oop. Yeah, my history with Dragon Age isn't. I'm not too
You're safe now. Get inside
like
and bar
too
the
well
doors quick as you
versed.
can, okay?
Thank you,
I
miss.
played about 2 hours of Inquisition 10 years ago when it came out,
Right.
I've been doing what
and then I
can
think
to
I
help.
played about halfway
The ritual
through
must be weakening the veil. There are a
Dragon
lot of
Age
scary people
Origins.
out here.
And a lot of demons.
Back when that
Haven't
came
seen
out.
this many come through
But
the
I
Fade
don't
in
really
years.
remember anything about Origins, to be honest.
What about you two? Are you okay?
I think Modern Warfare 2 came out that year, and I stopped playing it.
that was a lot of demons. The Archon's palace was taking shots at us too.
Gets the blood pumping.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
Venatori
Yeah,
goes off
if-
first. They
If
grabbed
this
the
game
veil
didn't
and
have all that
made
weird
the bar
personal
to keep it quiet.
politics stuff in it,
I'm
then
not
I'm sure
surprised
that
the detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous.
I'm sure it probably
blood
would have been
mages, but
received
their
better.
timing stinks.
but
The bar owner said the
I understand
Venatori
people's,
took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
people's consternation with it, just
I
because
saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and
It's-
it was crawling with Venatori.
if it's like if it's not as open or not as what's the word, RPG-ish
We've got company.
as the previous versions or incarnations, then I get it. But I mean, what I've played so far, I haven't hated.
Here they come. I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get get to do my
And I mean, maybe this is also controversial, but
Patch yourselves up if you
I
don't get it. If Solus tears down the veil,
I
doesn't
don't
that
mind
destroy
the art
everything?
style either.
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was,
That world existed before the veil, and he wants to bring it back.
even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
What do we got over here? I've also been playing a lot more of Dragon's Dogma over the last couple of days, and I've got to say, that game is really good. That might be my game of the year. It just might be.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Crap. Let's move.
They're the ones who made trouble at the bar.
Predatory cultists!
I hate these assholes.
Oh yeah, Helldivers was pretty good. I have about, I think, 6 hours on time on that. I don't really have groups of people to game with, and I know that's like a, you know, that's a big, like a co-op game. You really should play with friends, and I did like random matchmaking on it, but it's not a game I spent a lot of time with. I still have it downloaded, but I remember I heard that they had nerfed like a bunch of weapons and made the game harder, and I just didn't get back into it since then. Silent Hill 2 remake, yeah, that's pretty good too. That's another game I still have to finish. Me and my wife were, well, I was playing it, and she was watching and helping out with the puzzles and stuff too. But we still got to get back to that. I think I'm about halfway through that game. Oh, don't worry, Death Trooper. I'm gonna have a Game of the Year nominees like reaction video coming out tomorrow. I have a theory about Jeff Keighley. I tried to look into some things too to see if I could prove my point, but there's suspiciously not a lot of information about it, which could be nothing, or it could be like the smoking gun.
Another barrier, but it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Astrobot was fun. Dude, they could have had Dragon's Dogma 2 nominated for Game of the Year. They could have had, oh, what's it called? Space Marine 2 nominated for Game of the Year.
Varric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Yeah, I heard they buffed some of the weapons, but I just, with so many games coming out, that hasn't been a game that I've been able to get to recently.
A lot of Venatori in the city.
I'm definitely going to be going back to it, though. I'll probably stream it on the channel.
Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons, so I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found him a while back. Thought we could use
No,
him
no
to run
Concord.
Like the chess piece.
trouble.
How wild would that have been if that got nominated for something?
Begins to think in straight lines.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point. I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the canal district must remain in their homes.
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to
The
bring down
Dread
the
Wolf.
veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
That's the hope.
I have played
When it comes to a
Half-Life 2.
straight-up fight,
Oh yeah,
dead.
for sure. I was playing that back on the original Xbox when they had the original Xbox port. I have it on PC too. Sorry guys, I'm checking something here. YouTube was giving me a streaming notification. I'm surprised Stellar Blade was nominated too. I'm also surprised Black Myth Wukong was nominated. But, and this is just my own personal theory, I've tried to look into who's funding the Game Awards. Because I remember last year, Jeff had a lot of commercials and ads for Tencent, which they changed part of their, I guess, the name of their gaming division. I forget what it's called, but it's not known as Tencent anymore. It's known as something else. And of course, I mean, that's, you know, that's Chinese money. They have dirty money, so I'm sure he's probably charged them a ton just to have those trailers there. And I have a feeling that there may have been some problems with his money intake if Black Myth didn't get nominated. But that's just my own personal conjecture. I've looked online, and there's really no list of like, oh, these people are investors. These people are, you know, they're hiding, I think, a lot of things for some reason. Yeah, I mean, I expected Dragon Age here to be nominated for a whole bunch of things that I think it only has the an accessibility nominee. So it's certainly surprising. Yeah, it's like, tell these people, hold on a minute, excuse me while I walk around and look for gold to pick up. Press R to fire your bow. Yeah, I know that. Tap RT to quick fire your bow or hold RT. Yeah.
on the entrance. I can get it.
The same shame there's so many Souls game. Well, here's the major problem with Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, right? A big thing that Jeff relies on is having viewers, right? He needs people to view the Game Awards. But then all of the what is it, 90% of the voting power for the awards resides with places like IGN, Variety, I think Sports Illustrated, like places that, one, aren't gaming sites like Variety. That's a movie magazine or movie website, you know,
Solus has been around longer
media
than
outlet.
Brothers itself.
Like, if to have real Game Awards, you need the gamers to vote on this stuff. It just doesn't make sense to have such a small award amount of award power go to the people. That's pretty cool. Steam Awards. Yeah, I saw that last year. That's funny.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Let's make our way through here. There's I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Side Scrollers podcast,
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
but
Yeah. Trying to
they're having an award show that is that they've titled the Real Game Awards, where you have to pay to vote. It's like a $5 membership fee. And the reason for that is to try to like stop like basically bot voting, where, you know, they'll have categories, they'll have nominees, and then, you know, you pay the $5, you vote. People aren't gonna, you know, eventually they're gonna get to a point where it's like, well, nobody's gonna want to pay $5 to vote every single time, and your vote only counts once.
It sounds like that opened something below.
Then let's have a look.
The Side Scrollers back to grifting. I mean, you could look at it that way. I don't agree with everything that they talk about, but I've watched their podcasts every now and then. Not all of it. I always end up going through and picking out different chapters or different topics to watch, but I don't know. It seemed kind of legit to me. Oh yeah, they kind of nailed DSP in an interview that he was not comfortable with, which is probably why he does not like them. With chest, what do we got? Oh, more gold. All right.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place.
This
to
looks like
another.
a Harry
Solus
Potter
uses
mirror.
them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Well, we're not in Manrathas anymore.
That's funny. The weapon that my character is holding right now isn't the weapon that he has.
Arlethan Forest.
I don't think.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. If I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Yeah, I had considered buying this game on the PS5 because I assumed that it would probably have run better. But the entire Dragon Age like saga, from 1 to 2 to Inquisition to this one, you can play all of them at 60 FPS on the console. The other games all have what's it called? The FPS boost.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry.
What do we got in here? Ooh, more gold. No, not going that way.
Almost there.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. Man, I like Starfield. There's just a lot about that game that irritates me. I ended up uninstalling it. I'll reinstall it maybe later on, like probably honestly next year. But I saw some of that. Honestly, I started to get bored with the DLC, which is crazy to say because I never thought it, in a million years.
Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many will get if Solus finishes his ritual.
But yeah, I don't know. I got bored with the DLC, and I didn't want to like skip dialogue because you got to know like main points of the story. It was just some of it was boring. They also added achievements for verified creator mods. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that they did that. Half-Life 2 RTX looks so good. Oh, I'm sure it does. God, I wish Valve would honestly release their games on console. Like, why is there not an Xbox One or a PS4 version of Half-Life and Half-Life 2? Like, what are they doing?
To stop this demon quickly.
Watch the lightning.
Ooh.
trying to get through the veil.
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
Yeah, I know. At the end of 2025, I think October, once they end support for Windows 10, I'm probably I'm gonna have to, if I want to keep streaming, I'm gonna have to get a new PC for that. Just play. I'm not into the streaming stuff. I'm really not.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me.
Valve
while I
is
talk to
very
them.
anti-consumer. They introduced DRM to Half-Life 2 physical copies on PC to push people to Steam. Now every physical PC game has a key activation. Oh, that was a long time ago, though, wasn't it? It don't do it, dude.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I've got to try to reach him. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons.
I do like, though, now, when you buy a digital game, or when you buy a game on
Take care
Steam,
of the team for me.
there has to be like a label that pops up that says you're not actually buying the game, you're only buying the license. There's like I believe a law in California just passed for that.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
You better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
That didn't take very much. Tried GeForce Now with a controller in the past, it didn't work properly. Plus, I'm not sure how GeForce Now would handle audio and the soundbar and so. Oh yeah.
Must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
Well, a lot of good that did.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm
Nah,
could
it'd be
tear you
alright.
apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
I'm gonna bring Nev with me, why
Let's
not?
go, Nev. Harding, keep the demons busy.
Good luck.
Oh. That's probably not supposed to happen. Ooh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Almost fell off the edge there.
This is it!
We need to bring down the scaffolding.
Does it really need a health bar, though?
Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but...
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
Right!
It's funny.
Together. Now!
Like, I named the elf character Link.
Effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
You know, and Link is historically in previous games, other than like his yelling and from swinging the sword or jumping, you don't hear his voice. Nope. Oh, well. I guess that's that then.
Varric! Oh, no.
We told him not to go up there. He did it anyway.
Let's go. This way.
Ouch. Dragon Age the Veilguard.
You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
All right, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted elven gods walk free.
Thanks to me. I wasn't the one performing a big ritual to free them.
Free them? My mortal enemies. I was ensuring that they would never escape their prison.
You were tearing down the veil.
Yeah, make it make sense, dude.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric.
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
This is your fault, bro.
Your ritual let the gods loose. You don't get to sit back and look smug.
What else could I possibly do? I do not have my ritual dagger. I do not have the network of mirrors that took me from the lighthouse across the world. I have nothing as the gods threaten this world again, all because you disrupted my ritual.
You mean when I stopped you from covering the world with demons?
You will soon see what I was trying to prevent. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Oh, well then.
Why? Why tear down the veil? Listen.
That's a little bit more like Link's colors, at least from the new game.
You have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's
Oh, he's
still
not
with
dead.
us.
Alright.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
Well, let's find out. What exactly happened?
What happened?
Remember how you said that Chuckles wasn't going to listen, Rook? Well, turns out you were right.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Harding got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. Before you start worrying, Nev will be fine. She's apparently a lot tougher than both of us put together. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
Yeah, it's worse than you think.
Varric, when we stopped the ritual, something else got out. Something even Solus is afraid of.
You've got this, Rook. World's not flooded with demons right now. Because you stopped Solus, not me.
Varric, even so, I need you to...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like that time you ditched your orders for a better strategy during a darkspawn attack. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook, look who's awake. I've been searching the place for Lyrian potions. Didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. I was just about to have a look around.
Oh, be careful if you go outside, Rook. It is a long way down. The Alluvian led us into something, and it's in the Fade. Because that's what we needed. The dream world.
Then I really need to look around.
Can't hurt. In theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find Harding? She went outside somewhere. There's a table in the central area here. I'll meet you both there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
Alright. I talked to her. Oh, her face. So I wonder if they had some kind of an update to this game, because I mean, I know they've updated it, I think, once or twice, but outside of the dwarves, because they're short and kind of have big heads to begin with, and all of, like, the review footage that I've seen for this game from other people, like, the characters' heads are too big for their bodies. I wonder if that's something that they changed, because I mean, this looks... these two characters, you know, my character and Nev here, they look like they're, like, proportioned properly. Destroy the vases. I don't think I can't attack or anything right now. I know Link could be swinging around and breaking stuff. Yeah, I remember that being a thing too with people when they would complain about the art style of the game. Be like, oh, their heads are too big for their bodies, and everything looks okay to me right now, at least. Yeah, Link always destroyed the pots, but they don't let you attack or do anything, it seems like. Let's see, what do we got? 3 meetings face to face under the sky. I'm assuming this maybe opens up into a portal at some point. Maybe that one too. I know back when this was supposed to be a live service game, I bet you this was like the world hub, like a Destiny Tower type of deal.
Rook, you're awake. And we're...
In the Fade.
This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow I'm here.
Yeah, it's unreal. Nev thought we should talk about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while.
You might be there, yeah, might be there a while. Let's see, what do we got? On defend, X or Y or RT. Huh, okay. Evasive maneuvers. Oh, that gives you like a dodge and then attack. Exploding arrow, I like that. We'll go with this one for now. Oh, I've got 3 of these. Okay, never mind, I guess. Let's see what this does. X and okay. Got 2 of these, so what how many, or no, I've got 1 more point left. Let's see. That's neat. You can just take points off and put them on wherever you want. I like that. I really like that. Oh, wow. That's a lot of different skills and points you can go into. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Gather the team. All right. Well, where would Harding have gone to? Not in here. Yeah, this is one.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
Did you ever find places like this chasing Solus with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solus, it was always about the Fade, or the Veil, or some other in-between place. Varric always hated it, though. At least this place feels different. Maybe safer?
Let's see if she's doing all right.
Harding, are you doing all right?
I don't know. Are you? Is anyone? Anyway, doesn't matter how I'm doing. What are we gonna do about this mess? We were going to go back through the Illuvian, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know, you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. Alright?
Jeez. Just trying to see how you're doing, man. All right, I see how it is. That's fine. All right, well, let's see where else we can get to. I think up here, yep. Should be where Nev is.
Wisps. Figures are in the Fate, but I swear they're following me.
You all right?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me.
I made a call that got you injured right after we met.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I
Oh
delivered.
yeah, that's right.
That's
She
what
got
counts. If we're stuck in this, let's hope you can trust me again.
pummeled. Let's hope things go smoother. Oh.
All right. But I still wish we had a smoother start.
So much for first impressions.
Here's hoping I'm better on the second.
Well, you're not bad so far.
You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
We'll figure this out. I'm sure of it.
Really? Do you know something I don't?
No, we just... Well, we have to, right?
Yeah, that's the job.
Okay then. These are awkward interactions. This is very like CW, like the CW superhero era that they had. Like this is like kind of the same level of writing, it seems like. All right, let's get everybody together here.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
He was in my head.
In my head, Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Sounded like it. When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm not in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
The gods of my people were incredibly powerful. I don't mean they were powerful like a skilled mage. I mean they destroyed entire cities. They shattered mountains.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So no, they might not literally be gods, but they're a lot worse than whatever you're thinking.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganon and Gillenane. 2 of the
Elganon
ancient
and
elven gods that
Elgarnon,
Solus
that
rebelled
sounds like
against.
that's an ancient Greek character, I think. Unless I'm thinking of someone else.
They're our next target.
So we set our sights on a pair of elven gods. Like it's easy.
Yeah.
Who else is gonna do it? If they're loose, they need killing.
They were evil tyrants who enslaved their people. We need to stop them.
Solus says Elganon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he
Oh my goodness, yeah, I
So
couldn't
instead
even
of
imagine.
one God running around.
Writing
we have
them-
2, and they're not just powerful.
Or spelling them
they're
isn't that bad. I would
We
say
need to get out
pronouncing the
there and
names
stop
is
just like
is
that.
difficult
We're down
more than
there
anything.
without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev. But the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna try to romance Nev. So we're gonna support Nev. Nev's right.
If Elganon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Maybe.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Where am I going? Over here. Oh yeah, isn't there... Ooh. Maybe I have to play a little bit more. You can get some Mass Effect inspired like armor, but I think I have to play it a little bit farther because you can upgrade this lighthouse area. But I think we're still, even though the title card came up, I think we're still in the intro segment, so to speak.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that alluvion.
If it even takes us back to Arlathan.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
Don't worry about me.
Alrighty then.
Shall we?
Let's do this.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Oh, what are you pointing at? Oh. That looks like a an Elder Scrolls Oblivion character.
Shut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Oh, dude got messed up.
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlathan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's... sorry, Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
Don't blame us.
Didn't see you volunteering. We put our lives on the line to stop Solus, and we stopped him.
Not without a cost.
Sky's not ripping itself apart anymore, is it?
All right, you stopped Solus. So why
You
is
can be
Arlathan
kinda
neck
mean
deep
in this.
wild magic?
Solus was dragged into the Fade when we interrupted his ritual, but something else got out.
Someone else, supposedly. Elganon and Gillenane.
Gillenane.
Two of the elven gods of old. The Evanuris.
Shit. If they're back in the world, that explains a lot.
So Elganon and Gillenane are loose. Which means what?
You thought Solus was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanuris, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Yep, now they're out.
Tarith is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything
Oh, we're gonna
loose.
go recruit another
If
team
anyone
member.
can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. You get your friend back to your camp and... we'll find Balara.
Nev, you're injured. Stay here with the Veil Jumpers.
It's a headache. I'll be fine.
I know you want to help.
Headache.
We don't know what
Got
we
like
face
half
out
of her
there,
face is
nor in no
bruised. That's
condition
more
to
than a
fight.
headache.
All right. Just watch your backs.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Balara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Arlathian Forest. Alright. I mean, it is a pretty looking game.
Is it me? Or is there something strange about this fog?
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit.
What's the journal do? Kind of tells you what you're doing. I mean, this is a pretty looking area. This game is only 1080p in quality and even lower in performance. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. I don't know, the monitor I'm playing it on right now, it looks nice.
Is that suit of armor moving?
It sure is.
Great hit, Brooke.
That's cool. Let's do a quick Google search because I'm interested to see exactly what it is.
Oh, people.
God. What
Where'd you come
is the
Balara?
res?
Balara Luther. Strife and Irilyn sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately.
Fox,
Our gods,
Series X.
Elganar and Gillinane, they've escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And by all accounts, they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
Alright, so looking this up with on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, the game runs at 1080p resolution, upscaled to 4K, using a custom versions of AMD FSR 2.2, complete with ray tracing features like ray traced reflections and ambient occlusion and quality mode. And at 720p, upscaled to 1440p using dynamic resolution that can drop as low as 504p. Wow. What? Still, AMD FSR 2.2 seems to be doing a decent job, and image quality isn't massively impacted, even with such low resolution, although it's definitely noticeable under scrutiny. Performance, at least, seems to be solid, consistently hitting the 60 FPS target, right? things don't fare as well on the Series S, though. Dragon Age the Veilguard runs at 648. It's not even 720. Wow, in quality mode. And whoa, dude, 432p in performance mode. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's so bad. So it's 720p upscaled to 1440p in performance and 1080p upscaled to 4K in quality mode. Holy crap. And then the Series S version is 432p. That's lower than like standard definition at 480. Wow. I don't even remember what this chick said.
To take in.
It does sort of explain a few
That's
things, though.
bad.
Like what? The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts.
Oh
One
man,
here,
yeah.
a couple
Starfield
there.
is that low
Then,
too, huh?
A couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god or gods could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Strife and Ireland said you're their best veil jumper. Hope that means you've got an idea.
Maybe.
Here, after this skips
bubble
over,
like
we'll I'll put it on
Has to be
quality
something
mode.
At the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
All right, let's put this into fidelity mode. And give it a minute. I feel like when you switch back and forth between performance and like fidelity and all that stuff, I feel like it takes like 30 seconds to a minute for these consoles to kind of adjust to the frame rate. Because it's like choppy at first and then it kind of seems to like click in. I guess I didn't really pay too close attention when I first started playing, but you can definitely tell the difference between like ray trace lighting in detail in performance, or between the two. Yeah, Halo 2 actually, I think it ran at 720. If you had the proper, if you had what's it called, the component cables, I think it ran at 720.
Keep getting in the way.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Threats like us, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, this look, I mean, it looks way better, obviously, in this than it does in, performance mode. Yeah, this is on the 4K, my 4K monitor. I'm telling you, just playing this game on, well, at least on my TV. My TV has some, like, post-processing effects where you can turn up, where it'll, like, kind of smooth over jagged edges and... it has like image enhancement qualities on its own. So playing it on the TV, it doesn't look all that bad. That doesn't do anything. All right. But I think that's another benefit of the art style for this, is that while it certainly looks better, like lighting-wise, with 1080p, like even if it is a little bit blurrier or not as sharp of a picture, like this kind of art style like lends it.
Can't pass through it. We need to
You
shut
know.
down the artifact first.
Had a truffle.
Is that water just swirling into the air?
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
Modders did get it working in 720p widescreen, same for CE. All right. We'll move on here. God, I can't imagine. I can't imagine playing this on the Series S. That would drive me nuts. The upgrade was certainly worth it. We got around here. Anything to pick up? No. What about up here? Can I jump up here? No. Alright. Alright. What do we got here? Some gold.
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Then let's deal with them.
Yep, I am aware about the companion abilities.
Good job. Watch your back. Well, that's a relief.
Yep, ability shortcuts. I know that. I know that.
Bad guys.
Nice. Press up to show your current quests and any irrelevant objective markers. Nice. Okay, so that basically just will tell you where to go. Meanwhile, the PS5 Pro runs some games at lower resolution than base PS5 and have even more artifact than the base PS5 at times. I heard that. That's weird, man. You know, earlier in the year, when the year started, I had a launch model digital PS5. I've talked about this before, but I had the launch model digital PS5 because at the time that was all I could get when the console was being, released and scalped and sold online for crazy amounts of money.
So what is this artifact?
I ended up getting a digital one from GameStop,
I have a couple of theories, but nothing
which,
definite.
worked out
We might
fine.
find
It was
some clues in the
whatever.
ruins, though.
But I had always had intentions on getting a disc console at some point. And then when they had the PS5 Slim come out, and they talked about, the game having, or the console, with the detachable disc drive and everything, I was like, you know what, now might be a good time. And at the time, also, GameStop offered an insane deal. I think it was like $375 for the digital edition that I had. And,
Usually see Elven Ruin.
yeah, let's equip that.
That haven't been picked up.
And,
Not many people come this far.
this
to
does not
Arlington.
look good on him.
Just veil jumpers mostly.
Trying to save the world, apparently.
But anyway. Do I have my character thing up here? Yeah. How much more of a bump is it? 11 defense, 30. Yeah, well, should probably wear it. I don't like the way it looks, but... Oh yeah, the two swords. Anyway, sorry, and getting interrupted here telling my story. That was when the rumors really started to come out that like, oh yeah, there's going to be a PS5 Pro, there's going to be a PS5 Pro, and I'm thinking, should I just wait for the PS5 Pro? It hasn't been confirmed. It seems to be a rumor. And I could get this deal for the console right now and everything, and I just was like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Wait.
Well, I ended up...
This? No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We
Yeah,
have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside. It almost feels like an armory.
But, so I ended up going ahead and I traded it in, and I got the,
Warlords, ancient elves
I got the PS5 digital edition. Or not the digital edition. I got the PS5 Slim, right? Started to buy disc games and everything on it. Even getting older like PS4 games that aren't being sold on the digital store. And it was definitely a move that I definitely think it was the right decision to make outside of getting the PS5 Pro. Because as soon as I found out that, the PS5 Pro doesn't come with a disc drive, I was like, ooh, like that's like that literally just goes like I bought the disc one because I needed the disc. I wanted to be able to get the games and stuff, like the physical discs. I know you can add a disc drive to it, but it just was just like, man, for that much money and it doesn't come with one. It was just like, you know what? I think I'm good. And now seeing how games don't necessarily look better, some of them look worse and actually run worse. It's like,
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal.
it was
somewhere.
wild.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in. And there we go. Easy.
Huh. That's a great trick.
Yeah, the
A resonance
getting
amplifier.
Getting a
Drawing magic
disc
from the ring
a
temple
disc
to this
console
area.
is definitely
And
I would
we just shut it
recommend
down
that
before
way
we
over
go up
getting
the
an
path.
only digital one.
But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
Imagine waiting to drop 700 on a digital console. Right, Death Trooper. That was, yeah. I mean, and here's the thing, right? I mean, if you got the expendable income and you want to buy it, whatever, more power to you. When it comes to me personally, and this is something else I've talked about, I think that the Series X and the PS5 may be the last consoles that I buy for myself for my personal use. You know, PS5 plays PS4. We still have a PS3, one of the super slim consoles that run good, you know. So you could play PS3 games and then PS1 on that. I have a PlayStation 2. Granted, if they launched the next PlayStation console and was like, hey, you can natively play PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5 games, just put the disc in and it'll run the game, that would be really the only thing that would make me be like, oh, wow, I got to get one of these. But when it comes to like Xbox, the backwards compatibility on the Series X is really good. And like I have a 360 that I could play games on that also plays, you know, original Xbox games too, and I have an original Xbox still. So if anything, I might be just getting a better PC to play on. Like, if I'm going to spend $700, I'm going to save, or I'm not going to save. I'm going to just kind of maybe keep my money a little bit until I could just buy a $1,200 gaming PC. Something that'll, you know, be good for 5 to 8 to 10 years. And obviously, you know, they're upgradable. The one I have now, the one that I'm streaming with, is a Windows 10 PC. So, and it won't let me upgrade to Windows 11, so I'm gonna have to get a new PC just for the sake of it. So why not get, you know, why not get one I can game on? Level up.
That's the last of the magic enemies.
1 skill point.
That should be clear ahead.
Xbox's biggest blunder was not taking advantage of backwards compatibility. If they made it like the PS3, where every disc game worked, it would have sold. Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. The only thing that sucks with that is, though, when it comes to the backwards compatibility, the discs themselves don't natively run. It acts as a key, and then it just downloads the game. Downgrade to Windows 11. Would rather have 10. I mean, I've not really had any issues with Windows 10. I've had problems with my computer, but not with actual Windows. Yeah, Windows 10 is October. It's going to be dead. There are also workarounds for Windows 11 install, even if my PC doesn't meet the requirements. Oh, well, I'm sure there are. I'm not clever enough to figure that out. And I've had this PC by October of next year. I will have had it for over 5 years, and I think it's time to have it replaced and get a decently good gaming PC. I don't need any monitors or anything. I just need the tower, the computer tower. So it shouldn't be like super expensive. not going to be cheap,
So
but it's not
that
going to be
ritual,
expensive.
The big one where the sky was ripping apart. You
Well,
say that was Fen Harel?
I say expensive,
I mean,
but it'll be
do
less
you,
expensive.
Fen Harel?
That's what I've been told. But right now, he goes by Solus.
And, sorry, the things that got out, the big scary ones, that was Gilnane and Elgranon?
Are you okay? You sound a little flustered.
Oh, you know, just finding out that 3 of my gods are out there trying to end the world. Why wouldn't I be okay? Damn, another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down. Okay, easy enough. Watch out.
Nice.
See one, there's more nearby.
It should have been where the Xbox had the option to transfer the game straight from the discs. I don't think running straight from the discs would be possible. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Like just install the disc onto the right. Yeah, that was my my misunderstanding. But now that I see what you mean,
Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Can anything here tell us what that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're
oh, I'm sure. And I mean, look, I'm not, when it comes to building PC or building, I'm not looking to build one. I'll just go to Best Buy and buy a pre-built one. And I know people will you probably get, you know, probably not what people would recommend doing. But I mean, I've looked on their app recently, and there's some that go basically anywhere between 700 to like 3,000. The GTX 1080 still holds, where the RTX 4070 is already outdated. Oh wow. Yeah, like I've said, I'm not too well versed when it comes to to PC gaming, but I mean, as long as it can do 1440p 60, I won't have any issues. That's and let me stream from it as well. That's something that I'm definitely going to be interested in more, is streaming from my PC, like I did when we first started with this. Do I live near a micro center? I have no idea. I would have to look.
These constructs. It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. It's an armory. And I think I know what the artifact is.
Ah. Come on. Oh, dude, I absolutely 100% hate when they have that red attack that enemies do where you can't dodge it or block it, or you can dodge it, but you can't parry it. I really just do not like that at all. I think it's very, very cheap.
Good work, everyone.
GTX 1080i is legendary, but pretty much outdated. 4070 is decent, but for the price, it's worse than a 3080. So glorified at 4060. Yeah, again, I don't. I don't. I'm gonna have to do like lots of research when the time comes because I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what to get, which is basically part of the reason why I like console gaming so much.
So, what kind of artifact shows up in an armory? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
What?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Our ancestors used them to store knowledge and to help them dream.
Whoa. What do we got? Silken glove? Who's that for, I wonder? It's not for him. 3080 is the GOAT. The new 40 series, except for the 4090, sucks. Okay. Have a helmet? No, I don't. Alright, we'll add this back on here. Yeah, I know things are pretty expensive when it comes to PC gaming. Oh, what do we have here? All right then. Darkspawn.
Here. I never would have believed it.
Believe
Until
it.
Today.
They're here. Believe it. What do we got? We got this small little area to explore. Pure ore, common material. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Almost, I thought I was falling. Yeah, I mean, that's why I would just kind of rather honestly buy, like, just a whole new, like, PC in general. $500 just for a GPU, but like I probably need a new CPU too for my PC, and I don't even know if like the case is big enough for it. Like I said, I would just rather just get a pre-built. It's like, to me, it's like buying a console, except it does more.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
I'm on it.
Yeah, oh yeah, I definitely do. If anything, if I can, I'll probably keep or get like a new. Or no, I'm sorry. If I can, I'll probably just end up keeping like my SSD and my my hard drives that are in the computer now. That way I can transfer like the data and stuff over and not have to spend like 3 days re-downloading everything that I need, or everything that I have, I should say.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlequin Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
If the gods are blighted, like Solus claims, maybe they're communicating with the Darkspawn somehow. Directing them?
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them.
Buying a
Once we get out of
pre-built
this
isn't the end of the... Oh, no, I know.
Right. Let's get
Just
to
make
that
sure they
central
don't
temple.
sell you outdated stuff. Right. I would have to make sure the pre-built has current stuff. Like, I'm not looking for something that to have like 4K 240 FPS, you know, with max ray tracing, and like I just always try to be like modest with stuff, and I just give me something that'll do 1440p 60 FPS and something that, you know, will play most of the modern games with maybe with light ray tracing stuff, and then something, you know, I can also use to stream with. I'm not looking to drop like $5,000 on a pre-built. Like I said, all I need is the computer tower. I don't need a monitor, don't need a mouse and keyboard, don't need, you know, I just need the computer tower.
More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
Yeah, and hopefully by then, like next year in October, hopefully things will be a little bit cheaper by then. Is that it? I think that's it. All right. You need at least a 4070 Super for ray tracing. Oh. Now you mention it, I only remember ray tracing being talked about with the 200 or 2000 series. The only power I remember hearing about was the 2080 Ti. I should wait. The new generation is coming in January. I mean, like I've said, I don't need something like brand new. And I mean, I try to do YouTube things pretty like weekly. I try to stream every week and at least have a video, or at least stream twice a week. And I mean, at October, when the support stops for Windows 10, that's how I stream, is with the Xbox connected to my this Elgato capture card. So.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Me too.
Oh my god. Come on and just block it.
The last barrier's down. We're close. I can feel it.
You can either buy that or get a pretty good discount on the current gen. Meanwhile, AMD still sucks at RT, but is cheaper than Nvidia with better non-RT performance. Correct me if I'm wrong though, but isn't the new thing now path tracing instead of just ray tracing? Going the right way?
Something
Yeah.
about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
You know, I don't think I've had anything come out of these like barrels and crates that I've been crushing. Like, what's the point of having all this stuff if you're not going to put stuff in them? Take that. That's funny, she looks tired. Path tracing. Sorry, my bad. Still sitting on Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Oh man, it was a good DLC. It was a good DLC. I'll give it that. I only played through it the one time. I actually started a new game to try to make different choices to see what's happened, and then I ended up getting distracted and pulled away. So I'll get back to that eventually.
If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nodus Derthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
What does that mean?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
Oh, here we go.
More constructs ahead.
Boss
The
fight.
inner sanctum. We're getting closer.
Oop. Oh, come on now. I had it blocked. I don't know what happened there. Dude. Whew, that was close. With most games on console, I can't even tell the difference with RT, but the cutbacks are so obvious that the actual ray tracing and even non-RT settings, I do not want to see stuff. What? Oh, you don't want to see the stuff Debs will pull. Just to say they have path tracing. Yeah, I think I agree with you there, Bot. It's if there's hardware that can run it, then sure, but
then let's go find one.
The console ones definitely they shouldn't. That was like a huge thing they tried to push early on. Was like, oh yeah, like it's got ray tracing, like, you know, or was gonna. It was pushed as like a big console feature when really they should have been more concerned with like frame rate over RT. And a lot of times, yeah, it doesn't look as, certainly it's not going to look as good on console as it will on PC. I would say it's almost not even worth trying. I mean, that's just my opinion. How do I get to that?
There has to be another one of those power crystals around here somewhere.
No, there is. Question is, how do we get to it? I think I have an idea on how to get through here. Yeah, you're way more knowledgeable about this than I am.
Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall.
That's funny. Those guys came running out of there, and I was able to just blow them up with that. Yep, there it is. Oh, look, I picked up it looks like a rupee. Jeweled brooch. Oh, you guys can't see it. I think I'm covering it up. There we go.
We did it.
Let's see if I could pull this up again.
All that's left is the Nodus Thalin. I have so many questions for it.
How do you ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit. You'll see.
Oh, jeez. She's way too excited for this archive spirit. Oh! I'm not in combat. I'm not in combat. Why does it think I'm in combat? That's a very Zelda-looking sword. Yeah, that was one of the big. You're right about that, about devs not really optimizing their games. That was one of the big deals that I've seen people make with this game, with Dragon Age, is that regardless of where you play it, you might make some serious visual sacrifices with low resolutions and textures, but I guess it runs really well on everything that it's on. And I mean, right now we've been playing at 30 FPS for a while now, and it's a smooth 30 FPS. I've not had any issues with anything. I mean, we'll see exactly how many people spend $700 on a base console here with the PS5 Pro. We'll see how well that sells. It's $700 for the PS5 Pro really has me worried. Like I said, I know I mentioned earlier that I wasn't going to potentially not buy any of the next consoles, but if they have a feature or something on them that is worth buying, like I said, like full backwards compatibility, like let's say with the PS6, that's going to be something that's hard to turn down. But if it's $700 to $800, that's to just go out and drop that amount of money. That's rough.
The Nodus Thalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
Right. Because darkspawn, demons, and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
I'm sure we can handle it.
It isn't that simple. If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlathan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go.
Is she gonna blow the place up?
The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing.
It's a giant monster. It's a Digital Foundry, defend upscaling and frame generation too hard. Maybe I haven't been watching their stuff lately. What is that? An ogre? That's an ogre? Okay. Woo! Hello. A direct hit. Oh, I got an ultimate ability. That's right, I forgot about this. That was pretty cool. Would I be excited for a new Mass Effect by the same people who worked on Veilguard? Well, I think it is some of the same people. I know they released a board game recently that people were unhappy with. Which,
Let's see. Okay.
I don't know, man. They're, Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't that great.
No. That's good. I think. Oh.
So I don't know. I'm nervous.
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered.
Again, this game is okay.
Things still work thousands of years later.
I've not run into that stuff before, the personal politics stuff, so I don't know. We'll have to see.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevana, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan.
Right. I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan. What do you...
So much for that.
Guess it's broken like the rest of the artifacts.
It isn't just any artifact. That's the Nadas Dirthalan, an archive spirit. And it does work. Or will, at least. Its crystal is broken. I guess maybe the blight threw its resonance off somehow. But I should be able to fix it. It's
Oh
kind of a
man.
thing.
Dude,
It's magical
after Anthem, I thought they were done. I thought they were going to be closed down. But I think this game will probably sell, I would say,
and the Darkspawn.
over the next 3 years, probably like 5 million copies, because they'll put it on sale. It'll drop down to like $20 at some point. And it'll get promoted and, you know, it's just the way it is. And then one of the major criticisms that I've heard outside, let's take personal politics out. One of the big things I've heard with people being like upset about the game's combat and how it gets repetitive and how not yet actually. Let's take a look around real quick.
Look around a little more.
Yeah, let's look around. I really do think that God, it's hard to say this without sounding kind of mean, but the way reviewers play games and the way like an average player plays games, they're completely different. Like this is what, like a 50-hour game from what I've heard, 60-hour, I think maybe 80 to do everything. Like the people that reviewed this game played it and they beat it in 2 weeks. 50 hours, doing anything for 50 hours in 2 weeks, you're gonna get bored. It's gonna get repetitive. It's gonna get like, oh my god, come on. I would even guarantee you to say that probably less than half of the people that buy this over, it's like, let's say it does sell 5 million. I would say less than half of them, the people that buy it,
Let's get moving.
less than half actually even finish it.
Veil Jumper Camp.
And the other half that do, they're not going to sit down and play it for 8 hours a day to make sure they have a review out for the day that the game comes out. They'll play it a couple hours here, an hour there, maybe 3 hours on a long day. A lot of people that review games, I feel like, don't take that into account.
11 wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of veil jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
There's been a lot of I've seen a lot of the Endymions and people talking about how on YouTube about the games being refunded, it's not going to sell. They have insiders telling them these things. I don't know necessarily if I believe a lot of that stuff that they say. It's a lot of trust me, bro. Like, oh yeah, trust me, I have an insider. You know, believe what I'm telling you. Trust me, bro.
You're back, and you're alive.
I can't provide any evidence or give you any proof for what I'm saying, but just trust me, bro.
Sounds
It's
like
like,
things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
I don't know.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlethan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Dirthalan.
Wait, you found the Nardus Dirthalan? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
It's broken.
If it weren't broken, maybe. But we're not getting anything out of it anytime soon.
Meanwhile, veil jumpers are disappearing. Something out there took them.
I know, but maybe if we find them.
We find the gods. Or at least some sign of where they might be.
But Arlethan Forest is huge. Where do we even begin to look for them?
Demetus Crossing.
What?
Irlin and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact
Oh yeah.
with Demetus Crossing.
Well, it doesn't also help that
The 3 of us, I mean.
4. I'm coming with you.
it doesn't help
Nev, you're
that
still shaky, and
I'm coming.
they they need a
Find
consistency
their
with
route.
reviews.
Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people. And it might get you on the trail of the gods.
It's why
Crossings on the far side of the lake.
YouTubers
There's a small boat
that
at
have
the
small
docks.
channel or
It'll take you
like
there.
small
Watch your back
casts,
out there. And
like
good luck.
1 to 2 to 3 people that kind of run a YouTube channel that review games and stuff. They're more popular or more trusted because they have a consistency. Like Skill Up, for example, right? Great reviewer. I like a lot of his stuff. I would trust him with reviewing
We'll need
like a
boat
Souls
together.
game,
Let's head to the dock.
We aren't prepared.
like Elden Ring or what was the big game? Black Myth Wukong. Like, you know what kind of games he's good at. You know, you can follow somebody and like know what they're good at and what they're not, or what they like or what they don't, and then based off of that, you could say, oh, I trust him, or I don't trust him. How do I upgrade the shop? I have to upgrade the shop rank in order to be able to buy stuff? Really? Okay. I don't have... Oh, you basically have to give them supplies. All right.
And now that we've met, do your best not to die, yeah? It can be rough out there.
Yeah, I have a personal conspiracy theory because speaking of like skill up, he completely eviscerated this game. Like absolutely 100% eviscerated the game. He didn't... I think that he did that. Like, maybe he doesn't like the gameplay as much as he says he does, or didn't. But again, he probably had a review code, played the game over 2 weeks, 50 hours. I mean, that's gonna, like I said before, it's gonna cause people to not like anything. Like, you know, at that point, it is definitely like a job or work instead of something that you enjoy doing.
This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed
But
our city centuries ago. Whole lot of blood magic
my
during the war.
conspiracy theory with him
Whatever's
is that
Solus did
he
screwed
had
up
a bigger
everything.
problem
The old blood magic from the
with the
war
personal politics in the game,
away.
and
Ancient relics appear
because
everywhere.
he does kind of
Runes
have
wrote.
like
It's like
a left-leaning
an old
audience
wound that never healed. And now it's
that he
bleeding
couldn't
again.
just kind of come right out and say, you know, I didn't like that the game had so much personal politics stuff in it. So then he just tore it apart in every other way that he could. Like that. That's my conspiracy theory about it. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not.
City, Orlethan. This is what's left of it after the war.
I don't imagine it floated back in the day.
Because honestly, like, the gameplay's not that bad. It's really not that bad. The writing might be bad, but certainly like combat and stuff, it's not that bad. We got some Halo rings here. What do we got up here? Ooh, a chest. I notice most people skirt around DEI stuff outside of right-leaning YouTubers. Yeah, well, I mean, I understand why. A lot of times, it's just, you know, not relevant to the content they make. I think, though, he really dug into it when he was talking about, like, the writing and how the writing was just bad. Like that. That's what the writing is. Like, that's where the DEI stuff could shine the most, essentially. I don't know, like I've said before, I think a lot of the disdain for a lot of games and a lot of stuff that people do is just because of,
Brooke, ready to go?
you know, they have to rush to get the stuff done. That's part of the reason also, like Angry Joe, I trust his reviews. A game will come out and then he'll put a review out like a month later after he's had enough time to play it. Like,
Then let's go.
that's like a perfect, you know, like amount of time. Outside of maybe live service, because that's different. It's always ongoing. But I mean, after having the game for a month.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing. This This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody?
Yeah, the one thing with like when it comes to like my channel, one of the stuff like that, like I've not really ever talked about it. And I'll say this about it because if I keep streaming this game, obviously it's going to come up. But I don't have any issues with DEI. My problem is when it is forced into something that like it doesn't belong, or it changes something from an established property that is just being changed just for the sake of it. Like, as a perfect example, Life is Strange. That game series was kind of, I don't want to say always DEI, but it was always what's the word? The like the DEI themes fit into it, right? It's a new franchise. It's, you know, they made new characters, and essentially that's kind of like what that game series is. I really like the first game. My wife really likes the first game. She's played the other ones. I kind of watched her play them and was like, you know, this maybe this version isn't really my thing. But it's essentially like that is a series that was made for that, right? Now you've got these consulting companies that are kind of forcing their way in, and they're saying like, oh, you need to do this or we're going to have you canceled. And then the company will let that consultancy write for them. But then what they're writing isn't good, and in some ways it's actually really offensive.
They barricaded the main entrance into
So
There's blight in there. I can feel it.
if the consultancy companies were actually doing it properly, then I don't think it would be a problem and many people wouldn't have issues with it. But like let's get into this game, like Dragon Age for example.
I think we can get in over here.
Like they have surgery scars for characters, for your character model in the game. This is a fantasy game.
It's blight.
Like that does not make sense in context of the world.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
This guy's not. The lights are on, no one's home. It seems more people just pretend it's not there.
Has to stay.
Right. That is a huge issue that I have. You are right about that. There are a lot of people that either misrepresent the arguments against DEI, or they just don't acknowledge it, like you said. Yeah, that is a huge problem that I have with.
Town square.
We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. That out.
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer. Sold spices to us, the best in Arlathan. I can't believe this happened.
Well, it happened.
Look at that. Is that an Aravel on the roof?
The blight must have lifted it up there.
Holy crap.
This blight is weird.
Never seen anything like it.
Never. Blight's usually dead, static, but this is alive.
What was that?
Something big.
It's a
Stay
monster
sharp.
off in the distance. Let's see what
Over
it
there.
is.
2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veil jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them? Look, more people.
Gross. Gross. Is this a grave mind?
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers?
It was.
Balara.
Yeah, dude, you're standing in it.
Jahel, he's alive.
Balara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
Noticed a big difference between reviews on Xbox and Steam versus user Metacritic for woke games. Yeah.
I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
Yeah, they're being rejected 100%.
Release the blight. And the villagers.
But I mean, also those games are bad. Like, what is that? Unknown 9 Awakening? Not a good game.
Be careful.
But this is probably. Oh yeah, games like Concord. But this is probably one of the most high-profile, like, quote-unquote DEI games.
Help me, anyone.
that I've seen. Like, that this isn't a bad game.
Come on, that sounds close.
I mean, at least I don't think it is. The writing might not be great later on in the game, but I mean, as far as gameplay goes, combat, I mean, like I said, a lot of reviewers talked about how the combat was bad, but they also had to play the game 8 hours a day for 2 weeks. Again, most people will play this for recreationally. They will play it in small bursts.
Fresh blood, a hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
Oh yeah, Silent Hill, yeah. They also, I guess, had some kind of touch on them. I think it was the company's called Hit Detection. That doesn't look as gross as the Grave Mine. No. That's just because of the art style.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess the reason why is because
I thought they made me do it. Please, help me.
You're not going anywhere until
They, I guess, had input on the female characters' designs and like the outfits and clothing that they had on. But no, Silent Hill 2 is not a woke game, and that is again, that's probably another big profile game this year. Yeah.
Gillenaine's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
All this for greed.
All this for gold. The villagers, the veil jumpers.
I guess they actually had a patch recently for Silent Hill that made the females' heads smaller. Like the shape, like the size, I guess they made it smaller.
You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
In Dragon Age, the difference is really big, mostly positive on Steam, 4 stars out of 5. Xbox is 3.8 out of 10 on 3.8 out of 10 on Metacritic.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook, you're a Grey Warden. You could pack him off to Weishaupt as punishment.
Yeah, send him to the Grey Wardens.
We'll send him to the Wardens.
No! I'll never survive that.
We take anyone. Even murderous traitors like you.
It's more than you deserve.
You don't understand.
There's a curate. Yeah, I heard about the group.
Power. It's irresistible.
You're going to spend the rest of your life fighting Darkspawn.
He modded in the original.
That's not enough to
Yeah, that's,
return
I mean,
you.
another
It's a
benefit
start.
of gaming on
Be
PC.
grateful I'm even giving you this chance.
The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight. All of it. To rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs.
Yeah, they're definitely a bit weird looking.
Would pay for it.
Ooh. Alright. I am gonna run to the bathroom. I will be right back. All right, we are back. Oh yeah, there's a I guess that sign that's messed up from the remake is in a garbage pile somewhere. All right, now it says that I can fast travel. You just go to the beacon. Huh, okay. Talk to this kind gentlemanly elf
Did you
right
find
here.
our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elganon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
She's a snake on her hat.
Elganon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
Oh man, Stellar Blade on PC is gonna be wild. Absolutely wild.
I dare say
that's gonna be insane to see.
They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful.
I know they had people also had a problem with her design, Morrigan.
Power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
Who are you?
So who are you exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
An honorific born of
I got a
rumor
feeling a
and
certain website will
exaggeration.
blow up when
The
Stellar
fearsome
Blade comes out
reputations of
on
your
PC.
opponents,
I think
however,
you're
are
right, Death
duly
Trooper.
earned. This dark
Think
turn
you're
of
right
events
about
shall
that.
only become worse.
I'm glad for your help.
Then I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about all this?
As dangerous as Solus
You better
himself
watch it,
may
man.
be,
Nexus Blade,
his
they are
imprisonment of the gods was
Nexus
just.
mods.
To leave them unchecked would have been the very
They're a
end
little
of
weird when it
Thedas.
comes to stuff like that. So you know the Dreadwolf.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look
This
up to that as
character,
Corsair
Bellara,
as the gods
she
of-
reminds me of like a Disney character.
What if we stop it first?
Ah, the confidence of youth. You shall need a good deal more of it.
I suppose you have some advice?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse?
Ah, yes. The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian...
I'm not sure. I think
any other Illuvian of his choosing.
I think that's a different character, but I might be wrong.
It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
You might be right, though. I don't know.
We'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods. And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
We'll work together.
None of us can do this alone, but we can stop them together. Alara, you're one of the only people in the world who can get our Illuvian working. Harding can track down the Lyrium dagger, and Nev can spot any clues we might miss that give us more information. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
Arlanthian Forest.
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done.
I have, but I thought that it was with a different character, but maybe I'm wrong. I've seen like a small clip of it.
I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
Yeah, I thought it was someone else.
You didn't take the shot. I destroyed the statue. Who do you want to blame more for the outcome? We all did what we thought was best in the moment.
And look where it got us. Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric?
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting. You push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
See, this is kind of a example of maybe cringy writing. Like they're all just puffing each other up. Like, all right, okay.
Look.
There's magic lingering in this spot. Strong. Old.
The dagger was here. Something took it.
All right. Oh, there it is.
Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.
there it goes.
See, nothing. There's never anything in those. What is the point of having them? Just kind of be everywhere. Oh yeah, Forspoken was another game that got really destroyed. God, I forgot about Forspoken. Whoa.
We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there. That magical device.
What do we got in here? Woo! I would say one of the things that they probably shouldn't have done is have the jump button and the action button for like picking up items or opening chests be the same button. That probably was not the best idea, because there have been times where I've been trying to pick something up and instead I'm just jumping up and down in front of it.
Good work. Let's keep on the trail.
Ooh, what do we got here? All right. Got a helmet. Huh. Forest Guardian. We're gonna hide it.
Darkspawn don't usually collect things, do they?
They don't, to my knowledge. But Solus's dagger is special. They might be drawn to it.
Like, there's no point in even destroying this stuff because there's not going to be anything in them.
Anyone spot that ghoul? It must have come this way.
Look out! More dark spawn ahead.
Got him good, Rook.
That pissed me off so much in FF15, especially after jumping. You couldn't pick stuff up for a few seconds, or you could fall off a ledge. It's also the interact button. It's the walk on a tightrope. Oh, man.
Darkspawn coming out of those pools. Let's go.
Let's finish this.
That was pretty cool. Finishing move.
Got company. dagger?
I don't think these Darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
Stalker 2 Game of the Year. You know, Bot, I don't know, were you in? I don't know if you were in the chat earlier or not when we were talking about it. I was originally going to stream that, but dude, the reviews on that are so bad with like performance and bugs and glitches. I really, really didn't want to have another like kind of stressful stream. Felt like the last time I got really frustrated was last week when we were playing Death Stranding. The UI and menus in Death Stranding are awful. They're just absolutely awful.
More blight in the way.
And it's funny because I remember playing it on the PS4 and not really remembering why I stopped. I thought maybe something else came out, like another game. But then I was quickly reminded that was like, oh yeah, I quit playing because the UI in that game was really bad. Are the reviews on PC are good? I don't know. There's been a couple that I've seen. I don't know if I would call. I don't know if they were for PC, but oh, there we go.
Nicely done. I mean, it's gross, but you can't argue with results.
Yeah, I know that the Xbox versions were not rated well. And since that's where we would be playing it, I made an audible call at the 11th hour. Ooh, yeah. That's cool looking. Unreal Engine 5 stutters are in both. Oh, yeah, Silent Hill 2 also has problems. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Unreal Engine 5, but they got to get it figured out. That makes me worried about like Halo and Gears. Like those games, Gears historically has been in Unreal Engine and hasn't had any problems. But oh, can't get up there. Oh.
We're under fire. Look out.
But Halo's new to Unreal, and they I don't have any trust in Halo Studios or 343 or however you want to identify them as.
Beams. There are 2 of these devices this time. I bet we'll need to direct beam.
That's one. Now to find the other.
Yeah, Stalker was delayed. Well, they were. I mean, they were in Ukraine. They're in the middle of fighting a war. I would say that's it's a bit understandable for any game delays.
better be ready. Here we go.
Got us at range. Watch it.
Nice hit, Rook.
Rook gets that one.
Oh. This is kind of sad music. Wonder what they're...
Ranged attackers.
But these guys remind me of Gears of War monsters. They do. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, nice. Missed the chest. Yeah, I remember some of that stuff that they had relocated, but I know that initially they were in the middle of all that. I'm pretty sure I remember them even saying that like they had members of their development team that actually had to go and defend their country, which is just that's wild. Yeah, that's what I remember hearing. How sad. Yeah, I don't remember who it was. Oh.
That has to be the ghoul we're tracking.
Better hope it still has the dagger.
Trouble scouted.
Oh. Dude. Why are you not? There we go. I know that. Yeah, that's the two different perspectives.
Harding?
What?
Harding!
What just happened? She just fell off the cliff.
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. Is to know. We are free again. Home again. Here again. Here again.
Yeah, things. don't say that, bot. We
The Song of the Stone.
we got to get GTA 6 before all that. I don't know, man. I hope I'm not equipped to really have a knowledgeable conversation about all that stuff, but I really hope that that it don't come down to any of that. Some abilities apply a particular primer to a target. Each primer has a matching detonator. Use the correct combination and trigger a detonation to deal increased stagger damage. I'm just getting thrown around. My RB button is broke. Yeah, we already know all about Valve.
That goes to you.
They're coming from the right.
Why? Of course, the one I would try to block is unblockable.
Got to move. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm there. Under fire. Watch it.
Ranged incoming.
Got it.
Good to go again.
Get clear.
Whatever
for us.
I'm ready.
Dude, I am getting just destroyed.
Clear out.
They're shooting us from afar. Your turn.
That.
Is he dead? Oh, we beat
Dagger.
him.
What did it do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
Woo. It was an intense little fight.
Your pet has failed, sister. And now the magic of the Dreadwolf's dagger is hidden from me. Fen Harel meddles once again.
Just as long as Half-Life 3 isn't announced. Or cooked.
Craft another. Made of red lyrium.
Yeah, Valve definitely never learned to count to 3. Oh yeah, dude. Gabe owns most of the company. He ain't gonna go anywhere. In the Half-Life
You
2
said something
update, they actually talked
took you
about Episode 3 and why they didn't release it. They showed some very early
something
gameplay of
like
Episode.
that?
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up.
And it's
Oh
still
wait,
with
no,
you?
yeah, I think I remember seeing something about that. There was like an ice gun
I
and
think-
stuff.
It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished.
Oh yeah. Talking's helped.
Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
It's all just weird. Oh, we'll go optimistic.
It's a wonderful gift. You must be proud.
But I didn't do anything to earn this. How could I be proud? I don't even know how it happened. It's all a little strange. But not in a bad way. I feel connected
To
to the stone. Dwarves call ourselves children of the stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I hope you're right that this is a gift. I'd be heartbroken if it caused problems.
You're not. Oh no, I'm not going that way.
I trust you have all this handled. You always have things handled.
Yeah, I remember hearing something
I just
along the
hope I can
lines
use
of
this magic to do
that they
what's
started
I have faith.
with
I'll
development.
send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight
I
we
think,
saw.
and it was either 2011 or 2010 for Half-Life
We need more
Episode
answers
3
about
or
the gods
Half-Life
of
3,
time. I'll find some place
and
to
then
relax
they
and try to
saw
reach Solus.
Good luck.
the
Try not to
blowback
let him get to you.
that Mass Effect
Feels
3
like we're
got
finally making
because
some
of how people were
progress.
disappointed in the
And
ending.
I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but
And
I know it feels right.
and that they were, like, I guess, nervous, so they decided to stop developing.
They couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of dwarven history with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
Quest complete.
Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solus.
Alright, now... Yep, there it is. I was gonna say, I know that this should give me a Mass Effect armor. I want to say I think it's just cosmetic, but I am not sure about that. Can upgrade things. I have the material, so that's why they have you taking that stuff. All right. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, we need to get... Yep, jump up there.
Wait, that room wasn't there before.
I have a bedroom.
Therefore, Harding must have put my pack here. It makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
Okay.
Varric and his life. If I'm the one who's got to get it done, I should stop. A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history. He had fancy silks from Orlais, statue.
All right, we don't need to know any of this stuff, so I'm sorry, we're gonna skip it.
Every time I look at this, I can hear that little girl thanking me for saving. She said that since the grave, if I hadn't been there, I'd never have met Varric. And never had to deal with the First Warden complaining I ignored orders. Yeah, it doesn't matter what the First Warden thinks. There's a little girl alive today because I attacked instead of waiting for reinforcements. The tools every professional scoundrel needs when learning the trade. I spent as... That precision. Every
Right. Sorry, guys. I know. I'll let the regular story stuff play,
That's
but...
better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Okay, so we've got to go through this first. All right, we'll let this play out then.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Perhaps nothing escaped as you stopped me from... what was it? Covering the world with demons?
I'm not here to debate whether what you said was accurate.
But to be clear, it was accurate.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better
Oh
than
no, really? I didn't
Back
see
in the
that.
Grey Wardens, I was with a group of recruits outside this village dealing with the Darkspawn incursion. Our orders were to wait
That's
for
weird, yeah.
reinforcements.
See, that
We
type
knew
of stuff,
by the time
it
they
doesn't
arrived,
have a place
everyone in that village would
for
be dead.
So
in
you
like a
led your
fantasy
team of
game like
recruits
this.
in
It just
any way,
doesn't.
collapsing the tunnel and saving the village.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
Why blight the world?
I don't understand. Elganon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the Elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elganon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
Yikes.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not going to bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Elganon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganon and Gillenane.
Thanks, I guess.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and the corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
That's really bright. All right, now we got the wardrobe. So let's change this look. Oh, we could change it to a couple different things. Worn leathers, which is what we started with. There's the Mass Effect armor. With the coat. Okay. That one, of course. Just regular fatigues, huh? We'll keep this on him right now. You can change all... Dude, I bet you when this... I'll bet you that when this game was set up to be a live service game, I bet you all of this stuff costed money. Oh, I'd be willing to bet anything that it all costed money. Of course, that's the Mass Effect helmet. My son saw me playing this the other day and goes, "Is this Destiny?" It kind of looks like him, doesn't it? Looks like it, doesn't it? He was like, "Yeah." So disappointed at the lack of Battle Pass and FOMO. Yeah, you know, it's just I really wish that I could have the opportunity to lose out on everything, you know? That's funny. It's the same thing. Her bow and arrow. Her bow looks pretty cool. Have I seen Witchfire? No, I don't even know what that is. I'd have to look that up. Oh, it's similar to Destiny. Okay. Well, to be honest, I'm kind of out of the live service games. I play some Call of Duty seasons and jump into Fortnite every now and then. But other than that, I don't. I stay out of the live service stuff. I thought about maybe getting into Destiny to play the final shape, but it's just not going to happen.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point.
Oh, it's a
on
single-player game. Oh, gameplay mechanics-wise, okay.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do.
Is it on
You
console?
just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you lead a few misfit recruits and push back one of the biggest darkspawn hordes I've ever seen.
Just needed to find the right
I'll
strategy.
have to look it up.
And no other warden found it. You stopped that horde. Had to drop a town hall on it, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You sent him to the wardens, right?
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on
Oh,
their
it's in
mind,
early access,
even if
okay.
they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
There's a chunk missing out of his
Anytime.
ear.
I wish I could be out there with you, Rook.
All right. Well, I think we've, at least gameplay-wise, got to look at things. I made my thoughts. I feel pretty well known when it comes to like the gameplay and everything. We have yet, like I've said, I've yet to run into any of the personal politics stuff that's been put in. I have another game save where I'm about 12 hours in. We've been playing here today for about 3.5. And generally, some of the writing so far I've seen isn't great, but I don't know. I don't think, at least so far, that this is as bad as it's being made out to be. Maybe I'm just not there yet. But then again, I'm also not grinding the game either, so... But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to hop off here. Thank you guys for joining me. Tomorrow night, we're going to continue Black Ops 6 campaign. We played through the first couple of missions, but we're going to go ahead and get into that more. I'm going to finish that. I want to finish that up before Indiana Jones comes out. We'll do that here on stream too. So thank you guys for joining me here. Keep an eye out. I'm gonna be trying to come up with some new ideas here for the channel. I've had a couple that I've been molding over, so hopefully we'll get those out here pretty soon. Definitely within the next month or so. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me, and we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow.